Okay, as far as, you were talking about culture and the foods that we eat, how do we kind of change that narrative of, introducing our families to those foods that we need?
So I always say go into the store and pick out something you've never had before. A lot of us are so accustomed to doing things over and over, a pattern that we have formed, and that's not just through to us. That's due to who mothered us and who mothered her.
Yeah.
And so it's like a pattern that you inform from what you saw your mother do and what her mother saw her mother do, and sometimes the pattern has to be broken within you because you start to see different behaviors that you didn't see in you, but now you're seeing in your kids, and like, whoa, like where did that come from? And it has a lot to do with some of the things that we're not feeding them, and then it has a lot to do with some things that we are feeding them.
It's so true because like my mom is a very picky eater, and I'm the one that's kind of like stepping out of that. And I just had a son, so I'm trying to give him all the things so that he's not like real picky and he can enjoy a lot of things. Exactly. All right, well, walk us through what you have here and how all of these foods impact our brain performance.
So I'll start with avocado first, because avocado is one of those things that people like guacamole, and which is really, really good, but it's one of those omega-3s. Our body does not produce omega-3, so we got to go seek it, and that's really, really good for your brain. It actually helps with cognitive functions, but it helps with memory. So you start to see with people that now you see dementia on the rise, you see Alzheimer on the rise, because these are some things that we needed to put in place so we won't be the person who our family is caring for with dementia or Alzheimer. So avocado is one of those healthy fats. Next, I have the sweet potato, which is rich in magnesium, and that helps with stress, people that have anxiety. If I can't get to my medication, I can cut up a sweet potato and eat them as fries, raw, to help me with my anxiety. So as they say, food is our medicine is thy food. And so we've been gifted all these gifts, and we kind of like went away from it and focused on just the medication instead of focusing on just the food. Next, we have dark chocolate. It actually releases endorphins and serotonin naturally. That gives you this happy feeling inside. The dark chocolate, not the milk chocolate, but the dark chocolate. You want to start increasing that inside your diet as well. That is a good thing to have. Walnuts, when you look at it,
it looks like a brain.
It looks like a brain. So I put it side by side, and it has the indentations of a brain that you are what you eat. That we have already been provided all these gifts. What helps me with my brain? It looks like my brain. So this actually, with the walnuts, it gives you this lasting energy, but it helps you retain information really well. Chia seeds is something that a lot of people are afraid to deal with. Chia seeds. They look at them and they look like tiny little bitty bugs. Like, I'm not gonna eat that. But it helps with weight loss. That's number one. It's also the antioxidants is more potent than blueberries, and then also the magnesium is more higher than broccoli. So this right here is a powerhouse within itself. I tell people if you can't get the chia seeds down, they usually swell once you put them within milk or even yogurt overnight. Add a little bit of fruit to them, and then eat them in the morning. And I usually would top it off with a little agave or honey, and it tastes so good. And that's a healthy sweet.